hello, welcome, energy adventurers. I am so excited to share with you the most amazing Wendy Livingston Guth. So I just want to make sure that I am live and that you can hear me. So for anybody who jumps on, give me a hashtag live, a little thumbs up. Ooh, I can see us live on my phone. So this
Oh,
is good.
cool.
I know, I like to have that in the background just to make sure. Yay! I think you can hear us, but if you can't, let me know in the comments and we will adjust our sound. All right, so it looks like we are running live. This, my friends, I wanted to share with you because I had the wonderful good fortune to take an adventurous vacation recently, inspired by the lovely Wendy, whether she knows it or not, because Wendy has introduced me to a whole new world of the experience of not only bonding with your family when you travel, but transformation and how powerful it is when you travel, that opportunity to really help you and guide you through major transitions in your life. And before we dive into the big, wonderful adventure that she's got coming up, I just want to have Wendy introduce herself and tell us a little bit more about yourself, what you do, and where you come from.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. And I'm so excited you took a vacation. Oh, sorry, a travel journey. Yes. We won't get into the difference between vacations and travel today. But so, yeah, I am Wendy Guth, and I'm founder of Rebel on the Go Travel. And I have had travel, I think travel is in my blood. Been traveling since I was a very young child. And I, over the course of my life, have used it for celebration, for healing, for just about anything that crossed my path. My instinct was to get outside my comfort zone, go somewhere else in order to like process, heal, celebrate, etc. So yeah, and I had the good fortune of having one of those pivotal moments about 3 years ago where I transitioned from working in the Washington, D.C. Association community to do events and meetings to focusing all my time on travel, transformational travel, and specifically for women as we start to go through changes, whether it's empty nesting, whether it's reprioritizing, whether it's just the kind of things where I like to think at some point we want to rebel against being lost, lonely, invisible, which I got back from Las Vegas. I understood the invisibility part. I'm over the age of 18.
Yes, I hear you.
Yeah, that's kind of me in a nutshell. So what I do at this point is I do sales transformational travel experiences. I am a virtuoso travel advisor, which means nothing to most people, except that I'm part of a consortia that allows me to get really fabulous value for people's travel experiences. And also I do have a lot of experience and also do transformational coaching. Yes.
Yes, I love it because Wendy, when I met you, travel has always been a big part of who I am, but the way that I've traveled has been interesting. I'm foreign service brat, so I traveled thanks to my father being stationed overseas, and I traveled usually for work, and I'd sneak in like an extra day or two tail ending it, to get see the sights, but I had never been able to use travel for transformational purposes other than maybe like a yoga retreat. But that also was fun work for me, but it still wasn't seeing the sights. It was going and learning and studying. And what you do is so different. And I didn't fully appreciate it when I met you because like you're saying, if you're using these wonderful technical terms like, you're virtuoso travel agent and this amazing network, it falls we don't quite understand it fully and we don't get the full value. And what I love that I've discovered working with you more and more is that you are able to gain access for us everyday people who are like, oh, all right, I want to take a beach vacation, maybe let's see what I can drive to, what can I look up? But you can gain access for us everyday people to amazing opportunities that we think are only for like the life of the rich and famous. Who is that guy? Robin,
Robin Williams? No, Robin, not Robin
not
Williams.
Robin. It was
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm talking about the lives of the rich and famous from Australia. Yes, or like some of these wonderful old movies. But yeah, I know we'll figure it out. Somebody, if you know this show, drop it in the comments. But it seemed inaccessible, and you just kind of like thought, okay, I'll go to the mountains, or I'll go to the beach, or I'll visit family. But you have the ability. It's kind of like, hey, psst, I got a VIP backdoor access pass to get in with the band, and have fun with the people here living on the other side. And at a price that is so affordable. It's mind-blowing, absolutely mind-blowing. So tell us a little bit about one of those experiences I know you have coming up, where you have this way that if you haven't used travel in the like, I'm going to travel like the rich and famous, wealthy, get my little cap and like my dinner jacket. But no, but it's fun and it's lighthearted and it's laid back. Tell us more about what you've got coming up.
Okay. Well, first of all, my approach to what they call like luxury travel is it's completely flexible, and it's completely based on what a person wants and needs. So right off the bat, I think that there can be elements of luxury in absolutely everything that we do, no matter what it is. And it doesn't have to, cost a fortune, in my opinion. And it should be available to everyone. So with that said, so one of the things that most people don't know, you can see the lovely weather and tree in my backyard, which most people don't get, now it's like, who cares? It's hot, it's summer. But this is my view 12 months a year, because I live on a military base in Cuba. So because of that, and I lived the life somewhat of isolation. So one of the things I did, selfishly speaking, was to decide that I want to do what I call rebel adventures, which brings together a group of, okay, you have to be a little rebellious to do this. Rebellious people focusing on, exactly, you are very rebellious. Thankfully, which has greatly helped my life, but that's a whole other topic that I could go and talk about for hours and hours. Yes. So anyway, and also working with travel suppliers who fit what I consider my rebellious philosophy. And it has to be, outside the box. It's not like a bus tour somewhere, or it's not like you're dropped off and you're isolated and there's no chance of connection or community or interaction, that kind of thing. Also loving the idea to enhance or expand or learn about, your passions, your interests, things like that, creativity, really. And it needs to be an adventure. Oh, and the most important part, which you understand better than anyone, is the whole self-care, taking time for yourself. So at just about as I was thinking about this, and I don't know if many of you know who Sir Richard Branson is. Okay, he is the head of Virgin, which is a pretty broad term, I think. But anyway, and he basically focuses on taking what he considers to be problems for the customers in the travel hospitality industry and fixing it. So when he created Virgin Atlantic because people didn't like customer service in the airlines, or people didn't like, something, he fixed it. So one of the things that he's been looking at is the cruise industry, and has decided that it is imperative to fix it. And what does that mean? That means nobody likes necessarily eating buffets or being forced to sit at a table with people they don't know, or having no choice, or little things like having to walk across a ship to go from a restaurant to a bar because they just want a glass of wine. And I forgot about that You can't necessarily get that easily when you're sitting. Yeah. So what did he do? He created Virgin Voyages, and the first ship, the Scarlet Lady, hits on all those, what I consider to be those rebellious points of, no nickel and diming. You don't have to pay extra if you want to go to yoga or Pilates. Exactly. Because why would you want to pay extra for a class? No, exactly. Or you could just leave the class somewhere on the deck.
Exactly. Maybe on the upper deck for sunset.
Exactly. And they do have a really cool upper deck. It's really cool. But, and just things like that. And if you want to see a Broadway show, wouldn't you just want to go to Broadway or your local touring as opposed to a cruise ship? So they're doing all sorts of really rebellious things like, I don't know if anyone's ever been to a drag queen brunch, which, oh yeah. And a vegan tattoo parlor.
Hello. I am seriously considering getting my first tattoo ever.
If they have but if they have the little table next to it where they can do the henna, I'm like totally into that.
Yeah, totally.
And he's debuting Bimini Beach Club, which is a private club that is supposed to be as amazing as the ones in Saint-Tropez and, the south of France and Spain. And this is his big thing. And it starts out with like the relaxed morning yoga. And then, the music and dancing if you want at during the day. And then at night, a bonfire that he doesn't normally do anywhere but on his private island in the British Virgin Islands. So it's like this amazing sensory experience that can be as low-key as you want and as intense as you want. And the beauty is it's all flexible and it's all choice, which are huge words in my vocabulary.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Wendy, everything you're describing, you've touched upon so many exciting points for me because number one, so you guys who are joining and watching into this, Wendy has this incredible opportunity where we can gain access, like the everyday person can gain access to this luxury cruise at everyday prices. And not only that, but for me, like I've never been on a cruise before and I had no desire to go on a cruise because I didn't want to die. And that kind of encompasses the fact that I didn't want to get sick. I didn't want to get thrown overboard. I didn't want to sink, all of these things. And I didn't want to be shoved into a tiny room and force-fed food nonstop. Because what do you do besides eat on a boat?
And that is, and it's so interesting because it's only, and I say only, but only can be very transformational. It's like 4 nights. So you're not totally divorcing yourself from your life for a long period of time. It goes in and out of Miami, which is fun unto itself. And it's easy. And and one of the beauties is as a virtuoso traveler and going on this trip through me makes everyone that, you board whenever you want. So you don't have to queue up and wait in line like an airport. If you feel like walking on the ship at 8 o'clock in the morning, you can. You feel like walking on the ship at 6 o'clock at night, you can. As long as you're there before they raise the gangplank, that kind of thing, And I really love that because I have transportation.
Yeah. And that's something too to take note that's special because of Wendy, who you are and the connections you have. Not anybody who's going on this cruise gets that special access. This is just super, super special if you know Wendy. Wendy is a gal to know. And I know that you only have a few spots left for a cruise that's coming up.
Yes.
It's about a year, but
I was super excited to find out I got 4 more cabins when I was at my travel week last week. Yes. So I'm really excited that, it's going to be, it's going to be so much fun because you're going to be there.
Exactly. It's going to be so much fun because I am there.
Exactly.
That's what Richard does.
All happiness revolves around.
I promise I will make it fun though. I know. I'm looking for more of our friends to come join us. Because it's
Yes,
only a small
yes.
group that you're bringing.
It's a
That
very
you're,
small group. It's a
yeah.
very small group. As a former event / retreat planner, I know what size means, and there's such a thing as too big. And that sounded wrong. Anyway, but yeah, it's a small group, and it's people. People are coming with spouses, with siblings, with friends. So it doesn't actually matter. All it is kind of this sense of adventure and the sense of, and it's, and it's 18, it's only 18 and over. So you have to,
it's important.
It's adults only by design, which is fabulous. Yeah. And there's no like age parameters. It's what they call young at heart, which is pretty cool, which is really cool.
I love that. Yeah, this is definitely going to be the adventure of a lifetime. And if this could make me jump to like actually do a cruise, which my family has been begging me to do for years, and I'm like, no way. This is a big deal. This is something so special. And Wendy, I just have to offer you so much gratitude because you're the one who paved the pathway for me to actually start traveling for fun, for transformation. And I know, that the travel journey is so much different than a vacation because I really feel that everybody who's in this group here around who comes to hang out with me, we're seekers. And we're looking for something, and we're looking to connect with something bigger than ourselves. And when you can take yourself out of the everyday, routine, automatic hamster wheel experience and transplant yourself into a new culture around other people, around such incredible geographical natural beauty, the whole world opens up. You learn more about yourself, you learn more about the world, and you make connections in a way that you never would have made simply by sitting on your couch and watching like beach homes and Love Island and wishing you were there.
I don't do the Love Island, but
I know.
International house hunting. Yes. But yeah, exactly. And I think that, and you've taught me well in terms of, exploring just, my intuitive side. And I really believe that this particular ship and what they're offering lends itself perfectly to to me and what my travel needs are. And I think that I think it's going to be a wonderful experience.
Yeah, most definitely. So yeah, and I know I couldn't keep this to myself. This was such a wonderful gem I had, and so I'm so glad that all of you guys are here to meet Wendy, and I want to just share this opportunity with you because it really is truly a once in a lifetime opportunity to get to beyond the ocean, to get to go to this beautiful island, to get a chance to unwind in spaciousness and just allow yourself to be held. I really feel like what Richard Branson does is he's creating a space, a container that's holding for us so that we can let go and simply be. Whereas so many other times we have to be on, like, where am I going? Where am I supposed? Oh, I got to catch the bus. I got to go here. What am I going to make for dinner? Or where will we go get dinner? And this is just such an opportunity to be held and really supported and loved and soak up the beauty. It's just going to be so incredible. So if people are excited about this and they want to join your very small exclusive posse,
I will add the link to this. Yes.
Good. So yeah, so you guys make sure you check in with Wendy because she's only got 4 spots. These are an extra 4 spots that just opened up. So this is because she attended a very, very special exclusive travel conference in Las Vegas last week, that Virtuoso held. That is the vacations they talk about are out of this world. And a lot of them are so out of reach from what normal people could think about. But because Wendy has an inside door access, she can help open this world to us. And Wendy is someone you really want to have in your life. And I'm excited she's in mine. So look for her links. And thank you so much for taking the time, Wendy, to share with us. And yeah, come join us on the Rebel Cruise. Woo! Who knows who will be getting tattoos? All right. Wendy, I think you froze. So I will close this off. Thanks everybody for joining. Bye.